Now we will go to the water descending column. Now descending column, it is so named because it will be completely descending from that of the ending of left colic flexure in the paravertebral or otherwise in the left lumbar region, which is almost all parallel to the what median plane. Now this descending column, it starts from the ending of left colic flexure and it ends at the beginning of sigmoid column. So this is what sigmoid column. So it will be ending at the level where you have got the left iliac fossa. So this you can say, while it will be descending all the way from above down in the left lumbar region, it will be lying in front of posterior abdominal wall forming muscles such as transverse abdominis, part of quadratus lumborum will be there. But as it descends down, there will be a iliacus and the water psoas also will be going to come, and then the vessels, so that is where you will be going to get at the point, it will be there at the greater pelvis. So this will be the what extent. While it will be running from above down, it will be going to cover some of the length rather, or it traverses the water 25 centimeter, which having all the characters of that of the large intestine, such as saculations are there. Saculations are nothing but they are the puckered part of the external aspect of that of the, where you can say, descending colon, which will be there same to the what the entire other part of the large intestine. This is nothing but it is the circular muscle fibers which will be there internal in the muscular layer. They are interrupted by the water that of the longitudinal. Because of that there will be a presence. Then you will be going to have the what appendages epiploic here and there to this descending colon. Rather it will be there more bigger in size. Then you will be having a what tinea coli. Now these tinea coli are there not only in the water descending but also in the left colic flexure, transverse colon, even the right colic flexure and the ascending cecum, even in the appendix. So like that it starts from the appendix tinea coli. Then it will be there the same here. There are three in number. One will be the what anterior and another two are there laterally and little behind. They are called as the what posterolateral and the posteromedial. So those are the things, they are there. And this you can say descending colon which will be there, it will be completely covered by the what that of the peritoneum. So this is the peritoneal, parietal part, as well as the what that of the, where you can say, visceral part. It will be going to cover. Parietal will be the what, it will be after running, you can say, left portion of the what that of the mesentery, covering the what that of the, you can say, anterior aspect of the posterior abdominal wall, leaving behind the what some structures. That is the parietal. Visceral will be the continuation of the what same part where it will be going to run the what covers the internal aspect of the what anterior abdominal, internal aspect of the what posterior abdominal wall, leaving behind the some part of the peritoneum along with the what that of the parietal, where this visceral and parietal they forms the what some pouches on either side. That the same pouches are there, where in case with the what ascending colon they are called as paracolic pouch or the this descending, and where they unite all together, in the behind it is attached to this descending colon to the posterior aspect, where it will be little bit uncovered part of the water, that of the peritoneum is there behind the descending colon. Now there you have got the retrocolic pouch, so very small. So these are the things what you will be going to get in the water descending, same as that of the ascending you will be having, but it is on the left side. Now let us will come to the what are the relations. Once you have taken the water, that of the comes to the water relations talk. So you have to take the water cut section either at the upper part of the descending or at the lower part of the descending or middle. So the diagram will be going to come like this. So this will be the water descending colon. Now you will be having, this is the way, this will be the water posterior. Now let us will see what has happened to the what anterior. Now anteriorly it is related to first anterolateral abdominal wall. Anterolateral abdominal wall. That is a thing which has been already taught. And then you will be going to have coils of that of the, you can say, jejunum. Now these coils of the jejunum, it will be there only at the upper part you will be getting, but at the lower part, that is what, with the exception, lower part of DC. Lower part of the descending colon will be not having a jejunum, but the upper part will be having the descending colon jejunum coils. Now what you will be going to have behind now? Now behind here you will be going to get the water first left sog major partially, then the water quadratus lamorum, then you will be having a transverse abdominis, ABD. Then you will be having a fasciae covering them. That is the word transversalis fasciae. Then you will be going to have here the what is said to be as a left renal fasciae, left renal fat. This is the what? Left renal fat. This is the left renal fasciae. This is the what? Left kidney. Then apart from that, you will be having the nerves. Now those nerves, you will be having a what? First femoral nerve, then genitofemoral nerve, and then you will be having ureter. It will be at the lower part. Sorry, that ureter will not come into the view. Ureter, it will be not going to come into the view. Extremely sorry that I was not told. It has came by the slip of tongue. So these are all the things are there in the water, that of the part. Now, after having had this, only two relations you are there. Now those two relations are the what? Anterior and the posterior. So this is anterior, so this is the posterior. So this is what is about the thing. Now let us will go to the what? That of the, where you can say internal of this you will be having first that of the serous, subserous, muscular, inner longitudinal, inner circular, outer longitudinal. Then you will be having a submucous, then the mucosal, same as that of the other part of the large intestine. Then you will be going to have the water blood supply. Blood supply for this is by the water that of the left colic artery. Now this left colic artery, it will be having two branches. One is ascending, another will be the descending. Ascending and descending both will be supplying to the water that of the this descending part of the colon. Now coming to the water venous drainage. Venous drainage of this is by the ascending and the descending veins, which will be there from the water that of the left colic veins. Now this left colic vein, it will be going to have the water joining with that of the inferior mesenteric vein. So this is the inferior mesenteric vein, which will be running hand in hand with that of the inferior mesenteric artery. Now what is the lymphatic drainage? Lymphatic drainage of this, it is by the water descending branch, descending group, and the water ascending group from the water inner aspect and the water outermost portion of the water that of the descending colon. That is from the water mucosal, they are running superficial and deep. Then they will be going to collect into the water descending and the water ascending lymph vessels, lymph nodes, and then it goes into the water left colic group of lymph nodes, lymph vessels, and then they will be going to get open into the water the lymph nodes which are there hand in hand with that of the inferior mesenteric vessels in the water mesentery. From that it will be going to run into the water intestinal. From the intestinal it will be going to go to the water pancreatico-duodenal and the pancreatico-splenic. From that it goes into the water that of the splenic group into the water that of the pancreatico-splenic with the water duodenal and the water gastroduodenal goes into the water left celiac group of lymph nodes. From that it goes into the water left celiac ganglion into the water cystinocalyx. So this is what the lymphatic bead. Then you will be having the nerve supply. Nerve supply is also the same. Nerve supply for this is by the water that of the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. Sympathetic is by the water that of the bodily segmented part towards the water left. It will be going to having a joining by means of the right and left vagus nerves at the level earlier and after the sympathetic ganglions. Now from that there will be the pre and the post ganglionic fibers or grey and white rami communicants are there. Those are the nothing but from that point you will be going to have the fluxes, very fine filament. Those are called the colonic fluxes of the water descending. They will be there more, and then it will be running in the water that of the hand in hand with the water arteries and the veins, lymph vessels in the water mesentery. So that will be the thing that is called as the autonomic or the craniospinal nerve supply for this descending colon. After having had this, now you have to go to the water that of the embryology. Embryology of this descending colon is by the hindgut, because it is supplied by the water that of the left colic. Left colic is a branch of that of the inferior mesenteric artery. Now so whatever the organs which are supplied by the inferior mesenteric artery, it has to have a water development from the hindgut of the endoderm. So that is a development. Applied anatomy for this same as that of the remaining, which already it has been talked on the water that of the cecum, ascending colonna, left colic, transverse colonna, and the left colic flexure. Same it will be there. Those are the water colitis. Then you will be having a tuberculosis of the descending colonna, malignancy of the water that of the descending colonna, and then you will be going to have the same as that ulcers will be there on the water that of the large intestine, that is called as the colonic ulcers. Not only the descending, transverse, left colic, right colic, and the ascending and the cecum. So the ulcers are there found sometimes. It is nothing but the tear part of the water mucosal flora of the colon. Those are called as the colonic ulcers. So with this applied anatomy of the water that of the descending colon is finished. Now you will be going to have that is the histology. Histology will be going to take in toto to the colon altogether. Okay, so that will be going to get it finished bit later. Thank you. Now we will go for the what another very small topic.